Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mongooli Show. This has been a huge week for Marvel Strike Force, and it feels like next week is going to be actually even bigger. I'm literally stressing out about all the videos I have to make coming up in the next week or so, all the editing I need to do, and I'm freaking out. But I think it's all for the good. I mean, obviously not all for the good. There have been a couple of missteps, and we'll talk about that. But for the most part, things seem to be going in the right direction. Let's get into it. Not a lot happened on Monday, but on Tuesday we had the start of the Red in Tooth and Claw event, which gave us the Aged Adamantium Orbs. Now these orbs, if you're looking at them, have a 50-50 chance of you getting either a brand new character that you really need or an older character that you might not. But unfortunately, myself and many people in the community have reported that the 50-50 is not what it cracked up to be. Now, I personally have been very unlucky with these, and I've heard a lot of people in the community also saying the same thing or saying similar things where they're just not getting characters they need. They're just getting, I've been getting a ton of Peggy and Captain America. I know people are talking about getting Loki and Emma's, not the characters they wanted out of this. Keep in mind, it is a lottery, so it's not like you're going to actually guarantee get the things you need, but nonetheless, it feels like at a 50-50 ratio, it should be getting better odds than we're actually getting. I'm not actually putting my tinfoil hat on this one. I'm just saying my luck has sucked, and all I'm hearing from people is their luck sucked too. Now, maybe that's just a case of the people who are getting the lucky draws aren't talking about it, and the people who are getting unlucky are bitter and are talking about it. That's totally possible. But from my own personal experience, I have not been opening the orbs that I want to be opening for this one. On Wednesday, it was revealed that next Wednesday, May 22nd at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is going to be the first ever Envoy exclusive Cosmic Crucible tournament. Now, this is going to be the rollout for Season 8. So if you want to learn what the new room rules are, check out this tournament, and we'll be going over all of the room rules. This is the first time any of the Envoys are going to get a chance to play this. So you're going to be seeing a lot of people playing blind, and we're all playing on the test server with the exact same roster. They're going to be level 100 characters, all the T4s available, and 7 red stars, no diamonds on anybody. The only real difference is the teams you choose to use and what you choose to put for ISOs. Other than that, it is entirely even, and I think that's kind of brilliant, although it's going to be weird for me playing with maxed out Infinity Watch and stuff like that I haven't put a whole lot of resources in. So we'll see how we do. You can see you've got access to Mobile Gamer, Dorky Dad, Pathfinder, Doolam, Boylon, Ambassador Al, Bendable Straws, and myself. So if you want to watch any one of us, go there and click on the links. One thing you could do is if you're on a computer, you could actually have 8 windows open, mute everybody except for whoever you're currently watching, and just kind of bounce back and forth. And that way you could actually support all 8 content creators. Yes, I'm saying that a little bit selfishly, while also making sure that you get the best experience that you can, finding exactly who's attacking, what room they're attacking, and figuring out what you want your defenses to look like before Season 8 comes out for everybody. This is going to be a 3-hour tournament where you've got 1 hour to complete 1 round. So it's going to be a little bit pressed for time because that's only going to give you, if you have 6 rooms you have to clear, 5 minutes to plan and 5 minutes to attack, and God help you if you have to double tap a room. So I think some of the content creators are probably going to take this really, really casually. Some of them are going to take it very, very seriously. I am just happy to be in the room, to be perfectly honest. So come out Wednesday, May 22nd. Hit that follow button now on whichever one of them or all of them so you know when they go live. But I just told you, so I don't know why you'd have to do that. And should be a good time. We'll see you there. If you head over to the Marvel Strike Force Players Vote Discord channel, you can see there's actually a poll available for which content creator you think is going to win this thing. I'm happy to say that I have more than 1 vote. Thank you. Oh, and for people who are wondering why I'm in this and not somebody like Valley Flying or somebody way more popular, my understanding is they did ask pretty much everybody before they got to me, and most of them had scheduling conflicts or something like that. So I just happened to be available. So if there's somebody you wished you could have seen and they weren't here, they were probably asked. Other than that, maybe they were in a completely different time zone and it just wasn't feasible for them. But I'm just happy to have been asked. Temporal Dimension came out Thursday night, and unfortunately it did have some issues with it. Now, this is a little pocket dimension based around the Cabal team, so you're going to have to make sure you've got your Cabal at level gear tier 14 even to get inside the door. But even after that, some people were really upset with the difficulty of this. Now, I know a lot of people were also very happy to have a game mode in Marvel Strike Force that actually had difficulty that required you to think about it. But unfortunately, Node 7 was bugged, where if you didn't do it perfectly, Quicksilver would go on a tangent and just keep going over and over again, just doing his ultimate, just allowing other characters to do their ultimate. And I've got maxed out Cabal gear tier 8, well, not maxed out, I guess 19 is maxed out, but gear tier 18, 5 red stars, 2 diamonds on Namor, all of their T4s, and I was getting one-shotted by this node. So they did fix it now, or they're in the process of fixing it now, but it feels like they did an overcorrection, and now a lot of people are complaining that it's way too easy because, quite frankly, there's no making the entire community happy. Some people want it to be super hard. Some people want it to be really easy. There's not really a good solution to this. My only real thought is maybe have it be like a certain difficulty the first time, and once you beat it that difficulty, then it ramps up to the second difficulty. So for people who want the challenge, they can play it a second time, and people who just want the rewards, they get it done the first time. Sure, you won't get all the rewards from the second completion, but like there's got to be some reward for building your teams up and actually thinking your way through the game, right? I don't know. The fix for this is rolling out shortly, from what I understand. They're working on a couple of different things they can do to try and fix this. So hopefully by the time you watch this video, it's already fixed. It's not a problem, and you've got all your rewards. Let me know what you think about this event, though. Should they have left it hard, or are you happy that they made it really doable? On Thursday, it was told to the Envoy program and to the community at large that community manager Archangel is no longer with Scopely. Now, this came out of nowhere, and he didn't say goodbye, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Nobody really knows anything. Nobody's asking details that I'm aware of. I'm sure people in the community have their thoughts and opinions on him. For me personally, every interaction I had with him felt genuine, seemed like a really nice guy, always had a smile on his face. So I have no negative comments towards Archangel, but I also have no idea why he left the company so abruptly. So I hope that he's well. I hope that everything's okay. I hope it's completely kosher, but I really don't know anything about the situation. And please don't spread rumors if you also don't know anything, which I'm going to say 99 to 100% of the community doesn't. So if you have issues with him, so be it. If you don't, just keep your mouth shut. Just wanted to let you know that he's leaving, and I wish him the best. All right, let's get into this week's blog. The big news is, of course, Old Man Logan is coming to the game on May 24th. Now, this is going to be a trial event. We touched on this quite extensively over the last couple of weeks. The community's been all abuzz. We're not going to get into all the controversy. Just to let you know, you can unlock a 4-star character doing difficulty 8 with no star requirements. But if you want to get a 5, 6, or 7-star, you are going to have to make sure that your characters from the Out of Time team or the Cabal team are at that star level or higher. It's looking like if you want a 5-star, you're going to have to do difficulty 11 or 12 with 5 stars for Out of Time, Cabal, Loki, and Emma. 6 stars will probably be difficulty 13, 14, and 7 stars will be difficulty 15 with 7 stars. So again, your star level will have to match the star level of what you want, and then you'll have to actually participate in the trials to get that reward. For a lot of people, that's going to mean a 4-star unlock. I am on the cusp of a 5-star unlock, but I just don't see myself buying the Iron Patriots. So unfortunately, I'm probably going to be stuck at the 4-star unless something miraculous happens in the next week. Just like Black Cat, Nova, and Green Goblin, Old Man Logan will also have awakened abilities. Now, they're going to have a different way of rolling these out. Essentially, if you don't get them on the first round, you will not be able to get them until Old Man Logan comes back. We have to assume that's going to be his next trial run, and that's going to be a couple of months off. So the FOMO is real on this. You're definitely going to want to either just make peace with the fact that you're not going to get them anytime soon, or open your wallet a little bit to earn some of these things. Now, they are doing them in different ways. It is not just a straight up open your wallet thing. They've got different criteria you're going to need for each one, which is a little interesting, but it does all boil down to spend money. So if you want to get his basic, it looks like after you unlock him, you'll have access to special offers, spending money, if you want to get the basic one. For his special, you'll have to buy Dakin's initial offers, and then once you do that, you'll be given a secondary special offer that you can purchase to get his special. I'm saying special a lot, but so are they, so I'm just reading what they said. So essentially, you have to buy an offer in order to buy an offer in order to get his special. Cool. And then his ultimate is actually kind of cool. I'm actually fairly on board with this one, weirdly enough. What you're going to want to do is participate in an 8-week blitzing event. Now, it's not as bad as it sounds. You only blitz on the weekends, and you only have to blitz 5 times each weekend. No, sorry, each day of the weekend. So I guess 10 blitzes, but they're not even full rotations. It's literally just that one team. So if we take a look at the chart here, you can see that you're going to be blitzing with the Merc for Money team, and depending on how many stars you have on those characters, you're going to get better rewards. So of course, it's incentivizing you to spend money. I'm not blind to that fact. This is definitely a whale milestone event. But realistically, it's better than if they just had an offer you had to buy in the store, because even as a free-to-play or cheap-to-play character, you're going to get some rewards out of this, and like some rewards are better than none, especially for the amount of work they're asking you to do, which is basically nothing. So essentially what you're going to want to do is blitz with the Merch for Money team 5 times a day, each Saturday and Sunday for the next 8 weeks. You're going to see that these point limits are capped on these characters, and other than Deathpool and Deadpool, who are the 2 reworks, it matters how many stars you have for each one of those characters. So if you open your wallet up, buy those characters, get them early, you're going to get more rewards over the course of this 8 weeks. If you max out all of your characters and do this the entire time, it's looking like the potential gold payout is going to be 202 million gold. Now, obviously, you're spending real currency in order to earn fake currency, but still, that is a ridiculous amount of gold if you are buying these characters anyways. I'm not entirely at the point where I'm saying buy these characters to get this. I don't think this offer is quite that good, but I'd be lying if I said this didn't entice me in a way that most offers don't. This is actually a pretty cool way of rewarding people who are spending money while not really penalizing people who are not spending money. I don't know. I'm just not pissed off at this. It's weird. There's an event that is gated that I'm not mad at. This feels like an actually good way to incentivize your audience to spend money and not penalize your audience for not spending money. I'm sure people are going to see this completely differently from me on that one. Maybe I'll get roasted for being too positive or shill. I have no idea. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm going to get free gold for playing with 2 reworked characters that I've already got at 7 stars. Cool. And honestly, it only requires them to be at 3 stars, so even my baby account is going to get gold out of this. This seems like a win, guys. I don't know. Somebody's going to get mad at this, but this seems like a win. There's a quick little teaser here saying that the Hive Mind characters are going to become farmable soon, and to check out next week's blog to find out where. Not entirely sure why they put it in there, just to get you hyped that the Hive Mind is coming, and they're staying committed to their vision of having you have 7-star characters after about 6 months or so of them being in the game. So I take this. This is all right. There are some fixed issues that they go over, including kits for Pandapool, Deadpool, and Nightcrawler, as well. Deathpool, I guess, as well. I didn't even realize there was an issue with the Nightcrawler kit, but essentially it just wasn't displaying his blue speed bar whenever he crit, so they fixed it. Sounds good. There's also a quick little quality of life improvement where the raid energy is going from 50 to 60. Now, this is obviously a small little fix, but it does just help make the game better. And it's just a tiny little blurb. The game's better today than it was yesterday. What can I say? All right, now as far as events go, we're looking at the black, white, and red all over event where we're going to be unlocking Pandapool. Now what we're going to be doing is getting bamboo orb fragments from the arena payout, as well as using our Spider Society characters in raids, and obviously we'll score higher if we have them at 5, 6, or 7 stars. And this is going to start on Monday. Now, being as this event that's going to start on Monday, we will have a video breaking down all the math, so check that out. Hit the subscribe button down below if you want to find that out on Monday when it goes live. We can see that there are 40 Pandapool shards available in this. He is a 100-star unlock, so we will have to get pretty lucky with our orbs in order to get that extra 60. But other than that, there's some diamonds available on there, or diamond orb fragments, I should say, as well as a lot of crimson gear if you can make it down that far, which, let's be honest, most of us won't. But hopefully those 40 shards are pretty attainable. The problem with the math videos like this is I have no idea where in the arena you are, and it's really hard for me to do the exact math on that because you kind of need to figure that out for yourself. I generally live in the top 20, sometimes even in the top 10, so I can kind of math out where I'm going to be, but like you kind of have to do the math on this one yourself. But we'll go over that Monday. There's a feeder event for that starting on Monday as well, where you're going to want to be using your Blitz and Incursion energy in order to score points. If we take a look at the event, you can see that you're going to have to spend Incursion energy at a rate of 1-to-1, which isn't great, but there is a secondary way to earn, so it'll be fine. Now, with the Incursion energy, if you spend your 400 power or 200 power cores, sorry, your 200 power cores every single day, that's only going to be 384 energy or 384 points a day, for a total of 2,688 points at the end of the 7 days. That's a little bit over halfway, so you will have to blitz for the rest of that. If this is accurate, you get 1 point for battling in blitz. That is a lot of blitz rotations. That's something I think Big Positive Geek said it was 7 rotations a day. Hi, Big Positive Geek. Thank you for the math. That's a lot. Like, that's ridiculous. So I have to assume either it's supposed to be a 0, so it's 10 points for battling in blitz, or it's 1 point for blitz credit. Either one would make this way more tolerable, but 7 rotations a day for 7 days is completely unreasonable. Just absolutely unreasonable. Now, if you are able to complete this event, you're looking at 10,000 bamboo orb fragments, so 5 orbs, as well as 35,000 black, white, and red all over milestone points. So that's going to help you really nicely with the actual event, as well as there's a bunch of points towards the month-long event. Again, we'll go over all that on Monday, so come check that video out. Also starting on Monday is the Machines of War event, where you're going to be battling in war, earning supply orb fragments, as well as earn Machines of War milestone points over 6 days with your alliance. The nice thing about this one is actually has character shards for characters you probably care about. Maybe not so much Namor, but Leader, Iron Patriot, Pandapool, Starbrand, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Black Knight are all fairly new characters, and none of them are farmable. Now, the interesting thing about this chart is you can see that the mission supply orbs go way lower than they normally do, and in fact, the mercenary contract is right at the very bottom. Now, normally things like that are very obtainable for highly engaged but free-to-play players, and the last couple of milestones, obviously, you have to pay for. So it's very interesting to me that that's all the way down at the bottom. I don't know if that's a typo, or if that means that this entire chart is technically obtainable for free-to-play players. Now, you will notice that the Battle and War is capped, so that'll get you to about milestone, just shy of milestone 15. You can also earn ally supply orb fragments, but generally those are things you have to pay for after like the first one. But it also has earn Machines of War milestone points, and no idea where you're going to get those from. So I don't know if that's supposed to be there, if this chart is wrong, what's going on there. But generally speaking, we can earn those mercenary contracts. So maybe there's hope. Now, obviously, the flip side of that is there's also Crimson Gear, Diamond Orb Fragments, and 15 million gold down at the bottom there. So probably not. It's more likely that this is a typo. But let's have our fingers crossed just in case. And the last thing is the quick Rumble Blitz is going to be the Secret Defenders. So make sure you've got them at 5 stars and ready to rock so that you can earn these rewards. All right, and that's it for this week's blog. I don't have a hot topic this week because, quite frankly, I have got so many different videos I need to edit and record and get out there. There's just too much going on this week, and I know a lot of the other content creators are also feeling the pressure, so I didn't want to reach out and bother anybody. But I'm thankful that you all stuck around this long. If you did make it this far in the video, you probably enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button and let me know. It actually really does help out the channel. You can also hit the subscribe button if you really enjoyed this content and want more content like this. I make multiple videos a week, and this next week is going to be busy. So hit that subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. I usually record this live over at twitch.tv/The Mongooli Show. But again, just the way my schedule worked out, I figured it'd be easier to just get it out there as quickly as possible and move on. It's going to be a busy weekend, guys. But if you want to go over there, I will still be streaming tomorrow morning. So head over to twitch.tv, hit that follow button so you know when we go live. I usually go live Mondays and Saturdays with Marvel Strike Force, and then on Thursdays I do a movie show at like 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can go check that out. The most recent episode was me and my brother going over our top 5 Disney animated movies. If that interests you at all, I will post the link here after I'm done editing it, which will probably be later. Never mind, I won't post the link for that. But I'll leave the channel link down below, and you can go check out that channel, and then you'll see when that video goes live. It's going to be a separate channel from this one because I don't want to confuse YouTube essentially with whether I'm making movie content or making video game content. So I'm gonna have 2 separate channels. That was a way too long description for what it was. Anyways, also keep in mind that the Cosmic Crucible Envoy tournament is coming out on Wednesday, and I know that a lot of you are going to be supporting your favorite content creators, but please consider supporting me as well. I really could use it. I'm a little bit terrified if I'm being honest. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm also just like, man, I'm gonna get crushed. So make sure you go over there, hit the follow button. I'm also gonna be recording it on YouTube, so you can just stay here and hit subscribe if you'd rather watch it here, but it's gonna be a good time. Go check it out. Other than that, Commanders, I hope you're safe, I hope you're well, and until next time, good luck to you.